Susie. My first poem is called Black Canvas. Reality is never how you believe it to be. On a black canvas, a cityscape is etched. A man with hennaed hair appears as the moon changes. With a pedal rickshaw, he's been hired to take us to our hotel. These were Groundhog Days. He'd met hippies before in Freak Street, Kathmandu. In the 60s was his patch, when a pipe or two was all the rage. And life was short. He'd survived, though his canvas was curled at the edges. He coughed up blood, which he wiped away on his sleeve, and his old legs sprouted, veins the bane of his existence. 20 rupees a day to hire this machine. The motorcyclist tossed an Anna in the gutter, which our man scrabbled for in his pain, then roared on to claim his dues for bringing us. The Bhagavad Gita was published here in the old days, but where is its spirit? We guiltily slip him a 5 rupee note out of sight of his boss. Only one step to nirvana, but times are hard for us too, though we come from the affluent West. A man spat pan in our sink last night, and you're in pain from the gut. A new canvas to draw up. We're sketched easy, in a 5-star, with Sky TV and all the works. Chicken soup and a new version of Kafka's Trial is on the menu. We luxuriate, though a rat scurries from corner to corner. This is one of my night poems that I wrote in the night. It's called Dream Lover.
It worked for me.
Can you hear me?
I can, and please mute yourselves, everybody. My apologies. I was trying to mute her, but Leslie, thank you.
All right, Dream Lover. This was written 2 nights ago, in the middle of the night, actually, I must say. Dream Lover. In Mexico, on Zipolite Beach, waves squeezed with foaming hands, throttling a body out of time, no surrender from the void. A gay man mourned the drowning of his lover in that fast tide. Illness was all they had left between them. Even the sea wept. We threw our rucksacks down on the wet sand. So many tears, like a movie where everyone dies in the end, like Bonnie and Clyde, or an art show where someone is dying of AIDS. Does that still happen? Or has it been replaced by yet another virus, one to outdo all of the others? Leave us out of this, we've only just arrived, in the wings, so to speak. We have the beach to ourselves, apart from this one grieving figure. Let's make love, annihilate death. The sun has risen on a perfect day. He left his imprint on the sand. So will we, my precious love, so will we. Through my orgasmic eyes, I see a beautiful man wade into Neptune's arms. Is he a mirage in the burning sun, swallowing deep of salt water? There's no escape as 2 naked men wing it to heaven, leaving others to cry. Me, I'm landlocked in your arms forever, in a tsunami of sighs. And the third one, this is called, well, I was in Paris, and one of my favourite books has always been The Lady with the Camellias, and I found a camellia growing in Pigalle, of all places, and it just made me write this poem, actually. But farewell, my lady of the camellias. I ride along the motorway in my limo, my chauffeur unaware of driving such an important personage. Flower petals at my feet accentuate my pain, the pain of losing my lover. My grief is all embracing. The petals are white, as white as her skin on leaving. She has crash landed into heaven. No rescue, no tears intended. My grief is unmanly, just an unholy fool losing a girl, his gift from the saints. Years come and go. I explore Pigalle for the rediscovery of her fragrance in me, wafting sweetly yet cutting me to the quick. I find one sweet flower, a camellia, white as a moonflower, in the desolate border of dying and decaying plants. Yes, one sweet flower has come again. I handled it last year, put there to contrast so despairingly with ghostly encounters along the way. Today, all is sickness and death. The shareholders in death are happy, but it is temporary, just one lingering kiss on the lips of my beloved. I know that I'm an unholy fool. My lady of the camellias is a legend never to be erased. My darling denied me at the city limits. All that is left after her consumption is this one frail flower, fresh planted from heaven. A select bouquet, a flourish of love from me. Always white camellias strewn on her bed. I deny her nothing, not even her death, so sublime as earthlight shines in her hair. That's it. That's it from me. Thank you. That's finished now. It's you now.
Are you there, David?
Can you hear?
Are you there,
Yes,
David?
indeed. Go right
Yeah.
ahead.
Robert.
Thank you very much. Apparitions. Walking home from beyond the schoolyard, murmurs of forestry creatures in masks. Took a picture of the screen door slamming, fragments of orangutan skull, radio waves from beyond Earthlight, Ramapithecus in the Himalayas, a whirlwind journey from Alpha Centauri, the visions of Ezekiel, taxonomy leonine, wandering around the woods in summertime, looking through a Newtonian telescope, recalling Copernicus, Galileo's vision, newsreels from the bombing of Nagasaki, overshadowed my bedroom time window, Godhead depicted as a craftsman in Amsterdam, Spinoza's workshop, Leibniz ladder, Max Planck, a cyclotron from the solar system, rewrote Nostradamus' doctrinal thesis on time, is spinning in the woof and weft of the mechanism. A carillon from the cathedral, Kepler's exoplanets, reconfiguration of space-time continuum. Versailles. Untarnished rose leaves beneath the stone temple. In an alcove, you're playing the violoncello, a cremona. In the orangery, Persian quince trees, apple flowers, a ha-ha, folly, and a knot garden flooded akin to Tripoli. Abandoned pastures, sheepfolds, folderol, mourners, golden asphodel, hibiscus, passion flowers, a spectacular sunset overlooking the pavilion, a piece of white gold against a mirror image, a stranger wandering in the woods, incoming fog, a taffeta cloak discovered in the labyrinth, the shadow of a guillotine several blocks away, summer's ghosts wandering in the woods, immolation of dawn light on the river, kingfisher, quicksilver speculum, dazzling glass windows. Now this one is for our English friends. It's a ekphrastic poem, and it's about Sir Stanley Spencer. It's called The Necropolis of Cookham, in memory of Sir Stanley Spencer. Stained glass windows open, tomorrow evening's vespers, a trace of prismatic light refracted from the churchyard, yew trees and cypresses, tolling bells and reliquaries, immortelle and resquicat, between the Sunday scrolls, reopening the tombs, the naked procurer of Cookham, shining a neon light on his wife, a shaft in his arms akimbo, extolling the virtues of Christ according to the Pharisees, held between inferno in limbo, donning a shrouded cassock, evensong in the interregnum, caroling of seraphim and cherubim. Phidias's skeletons don't come under the shadow of the sun, in an undisclosed location in the woods of Cookham, the Gleamland track, under a cedar of Lebanon. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here tonight. And it's a privilege, actually. Week after week, you've welcomed us in. And I'm very, very lucky to be part of your very encouraging group. And I've learned so much from everyone here, because you are all an inspiration to my work and our work. I think I personally have grown as a poet by listening and being on David's show. Thank you very much.